Hello world. Hello YouTube. Hello everybody. Okay, tonight is cooking night. What I'm cooking here is it's what would I put it? What would I call it? From scratch troop feeder or something. Or a scratch up troop feeder, something like that. Y'all can work with that and see what you can come up with. I'd sure appreciate it. What it is I've got boneless chicken thighs. Right. I'm going to cut them up in pieces. I cut them lengthwise. These are half frozen. It's always kind of better if something's half frozen to cut it. I'm going to cut it up in chunks. This is two thighs in here. And I've been wanting to make this video, show people this one. It's so simple, quick, and easy that it bears doing a video on. Alright, and I forgot my entrance. Okay. So, welcome to the Purity White Cloud channel. I'm your host, Purity White Cloud. What we're making here is the chicken gravy rice troop feeder. And all them really cool intros that all them other guys have. Enter here. Alright, let's move on. So we cut that up. We're going to fry this up. And then we'll get up on top of the fridge and have a look down and go from there. Alright, back in a minute. Alrighty then, we're back for another phase of, I need pepper, oh well, no big deal, of my troop feeder, chicken gravy rice. So we got our chicken on the stove, turned it up, and one of the steps is you take your oil, your cooking oil, and you goosh it in there. Now, what you want to do in this portion here, or this phase, this step, is put quite a bit of oil in it, because later it will figure prominently in your effort. So we'll do that. Straighten up the... Oh, and look what I got. Look at what I got. I got me a cool pink salt grinder. Isn't that neat? I like doing little things like that, Kind of makes me feel better about the horrible life I'm living. But it's not so bad. So now what we do is you get into the spice cupboard, and every spice you have pretty much you just kind of poop in there. This is garlic. And at this phase you really kind of want to spice up your chicken, because the rice is going to be so bland that this is going to be your spice for the rice, your flavor, as it were, to bring the rice up to bear to where you can actually stuff it down your neck. What else we got? Oh yeah, let's grind some salt in here. This thing's cool. I like it. I like little knick-knack things like this. That's neat. Not too much salt though. Because, salt is salt, and then you can always put some in later, if it, to taste. But you want some in there, because it helps with the moisture in the chicken. There. What else we got here? I'm going to put onion in it, but I want to use real onion. Now, I haven't cut it up yet, and I don't want to put it in right away, because the onion will cook down into mush if you put it in the cooking process too soon. Lots of cooks, they know that. Alrighty then. While we're watching that, cut up this onion. Go like this. This. And this. And then the chopped onion. We'll do half this and we'll do half rings. How's that? Watch them little thinners. And we'll just make rings out of this one. So we'll have some for flavor and some for looks. Woo! And we'll put that in later. All right. So we'll let this cook up, and we'll be back in a minute. Alrighty then. Alrighty then, we're back. So, and we have a boom. Also, I want to give a shout out to Pepper Princess. I know she likes these kinds of meals, and they're very handy-fit meals. And she's very good at what she does. And we found, Pepper Princess, pay attention, because this is a good one. Look, upon further searching and poking around in the refrigerator, we found us some mushrooms. So we'll put a bunch of those in. Now, chicken I get for, I don't know, $7.50 to $8.50 a flat. It's got 12 pieces in it, 12 thighs. The onion's about $2 for a bag of 10, so you're looking at about 20-cent onion, and I use half of it. Because onion and chicken, I'm not that fond of it personally. It's like chicken and cheese. Don't do that either. Look at that, mushrooms. Yeah, that'll be enough. How about a couple more since we're here? I love mushrooms. Couple small, and they'll cook down in a major way because we're going to put the lid on this, and then they'll fry up and suck up. Mushrooms also, they suck up the old flavors that you put them, kind of like tofu. I've never had tofu, but you know, I've heard. So we found some mushrooms. Wow, yeah, that's fried up pretty good. You cut them up into real small chunks. Throw our vegetables in there. There, we'll do that. So, watching prison shows. Okay, now we'll get our lid. We'll put that up a while. Oh, beautiful. There. And this is done. And that'll cook a while. Now, we put on the rice. I have a rice cooker that we have. It's a small one. And we'll have a look at that. We'll go back over to the counter. All right, we're back. So here we are with our rice portion of this. Not poor old Zoe, boy. She's just as sick. What we're going to do is use this here little rice cooker. Lots going on around here. I'd like to know what's going on outside. Foil it. Now there's another cost. Foil that the chicken came in. Man, and I absolutely hate throwing away foil. I mean, it's a metal, you know, and I just get OCD about it. I guess we'll put that in the cost of it. And we'll get our little pot pan. Rice cup. We gotta open rice quickly. Get us a heaping thing going here. One of our rice cuppies in. And that'll make a lot of rice. Right there. You know how rice gets. 2 and some odd cups of water. I know I didn't wash the rice. I rarely do. There's no bugs in this. It's very good new rice. Oh, that was too much. How's that for measuring? Right then we get our cool steamy bucket. Zoe wants some broccoli, and I like broccoli too. Go in my cool ass freezer. No pun intended. $5 a bag for broccoli. We're putting in about $1 worth of broccoli in there. Well, no, maybe about 50 cents. Then there's the cost of cooking it, the electricity on the stove. That's not too bad. Look at it smell. Almost out of broccolis. Broccoli. I love the broccolis. Okay. Trying to get little broccolis. There we go. Shut that bad boy. It'll cook down. This bad boy plugged in. Turned on to cook. Put our water away. And back in a minute. Ooh, that smells wonderful. Yeah. Look at that. Ooh, working out nicely. Yeah, you know, when you find your lids in the discard bin or at the Goodwill or the, the secondhand store or whatever, sometimes they just don't fit. But I like that closer. It does a better job. Okay, back again. So now, and this is most ways cooked, right? You want to take the lid off. Let the water cook out. Look at that. Nice. We don't want water in it. We don't want moisture. We want oil, but not moisture. And we want some browning, like that's starting to brown right there. Want some of that for the old fried chicken flavor. So let that cook a minute. Meanwhile, I went to the VA here a couple of days ago. I think it was Thursday. What was today? Friday? See, I can't speak. I don't talk enough. And I got some rough news. Not too rough. Just that I gained some weight that I didn't expect that I had gained because I've been practicing some strict adherence. Not real strict, but pretty good to, trim up. I'm doing a few exercises, this and that. Watch what I eat less. Butter, milk, this and that. Yet I gained weight. And the doctor said it was probably stress. I'm thinking stress, there is some. I've got a couple things going on here at the house. And then I'm thinking, my real stress is watching videos about what's going on in this country. With the election and all the things and people screwing us around and all that senseless, the things that just don't make no sense, that have never been, they've never gone on before. And I sit there in front of that computer, just watching, flipping through all the videos I can watch for hours and hours like an idiot. And plus sitting there, that's not good. And it put some weight on me. Because, I'm telling you, I'm doing pretty good. All my blood thingies, because it was a blood follow-up for a blood test and stuff. And they said, all my blood things are good. They're staying steady as far as all the ones I've taken in the past. Have never wavered, really. no spikes, no jumps, no bad anything really. Yet I'm putting on weight. Now another thing, people think, oh well, you this and that. And I said, well, now you got to figure that it costs money to put on weight, and I haven't really spent any real money or bought anything that out of the ordinary, because I can only buy certain things, and I buy the same thing every month. So, and before all that, I was doing pretty good. Now, with everything the same except for what's going on, you know, that's the only variable, the only change that there's been is all the turmoil. And for me, it's real upsetting because things could go badly for me real quick. You know, things could deteriorate in a month. It could be over for me. So when I sit there and watch, you know, the president this and they want to cut this or want to do that, it's like you go, wait a minute now, and start stressing. I mean, in a major way. And that's the only thing I can really explain why I put on the weight that I did. So there it is. All right, we'll let that cook down, and then we'll go to the gravy phase of this meal. Back in a minute. Okay, now to begin the gravy phase of our recipe, we take our flour. Oh dear. Put it in there. As we've fried all our moisturizer, we've got the mushrooms are starting to really get good and brown. You don't want too much flour because you want this more of a sauce than a gravy. You know, you don't want it too god awfully thick. We have in here is, oh, there went the spoon, is about a 1/3 cup of milk and the rest water. This is what determines how much gravy, you know, and what consistency, what you're going to have. Come on, go on. Wash the spoon. Now, at this point, too, I turn this up to a pretty good heat. See, it's really going now. It'll get good and brown. Put the onions in a little too early. I made a mistake. Now you can't see any. They're all cut to pieces. The mushrooms are good. Goodly heat. Wait till it gets good and hot, and then we'll put that in. Zoe's hungry. She's sick as a dog. She's got a terrible cold. She went into Vegas and caught it, or I think we're thinking maybe her niece Emily, a school-age young one. Now, just before you put your liquid in, you want to really turn the heat up because you want it just to boil off quickly and make your gravy. Which I think we can do pretty much right now. That flour hasn't browned yet, really. We'll be back in a minute. All right, good and brown. Heat, superheat. Pour this in. Now, this is a meal for 2, if not 3 or 4 people. This meal can feed. Pour all that in, 1 cup, coffee cup. Okay, heat's good and good. Oh, itty bitty, you're fine. Look at that. Now to watch. Watch the magic begin. What, itty bitty? almost. Darn it. Hate that. That's not the one we need. There. There we go. And the rice is cooking, almost done. We're almost, everything's right on time. Look at that. Beautifully done. The only thing cooking, might as well make it center stage. See now, see how the flour is thickened right up, almost done. Is it almost done? Here, just a second. If this is almost done, that's almost done. Put my cooking flour away. Cooking flour. There. Okay, that's done. We'll let that rest. Now we have to wait for sure. The rice and broccoli, remember that? It's cooking away and it'll be done in just about 2 minutes. So we'll be back for that. And we'll serve it up and eat. Alrighty then. I could even left the camera on. It was done. My timing was so good. Unplug that. Open up our rice cooker. Beautifully done. Beautifully done broccolis. Ooh, it's hot. Go for it. Perfectly done rice. So let's go back above the fridge and serve it up. Beard. There. Come on, come on. So. Hang on, hold here. I'm just, trying to set the pace now. Yeah. That was really hot. There you go, rice, broccoli, and stuff. Go. With the rice paddle. Pour beer.
That's a lot of broccoli.
I'm going to take it all.
What's that rice thing?
Yeah, the rice paddle. Rice paddle. Oh, it's enough. Mushu.
It's mine. She's bugging her.
Okay. So, there it is. You get mine.
Mushy, shut up!
Domestic dispute.
That should be a fucking animal neglect charge. Shut up!
Okay.
Shut up!
A ghetto land kid. There we go.
Easy bugger.
There we go. And I like to see that. Used up all the rice. But it won't use all the sauce, so we can have sauce for lunch tomorrow on something. Who knows what? That made quite a batch. That was light. And you know, and I mean, this will fill you up without a lot of, you know, actual food, as it were. Because the rice is really a good thing to have like that. We got that much for tomorrow. All right. Missed it. There it is. Chicken gravy rice with mushrooms and onions and some broccolis. And there it is. Pretty cheap too. A cup of rice, some brocks, chicken thighs, mushrooms, spices, heat. Voila. So by your wits, not by your worries. Peace. Bye. Alrighty then. We have got time. Uh-oh. My head's cut off. La la la. Sweet pea. Taller than I think. Poor old Zoe's sick as a dog. So there it is. Small glass of tea. Okay. After recipe discussion, I think the mushrooms could go in before the chicken even yet. Let them cook for about 5 minutes before you hit the chicken. Chicken did fine. That meal is easily for 4 people. It feeds 4 people very nicely. I couldn't finish my portion at all. I'll put that back in the pot, and it'll be for our lunch tomorrow. I would think that would be a very, very good meal to, like, just the sauce, just the chicken part. Make it and freeze it. Right, because I put the 3 chicken thighs, and they were kind of big, and that made that much. So if you put in, say, 6, and if you had the pan to cook it, you can make probably a good 2 gallons of that, and you can freeze it, and you're talking about maybe $1 per portion, you know, how much you put on one serving. I don't normally make that much food. I'll make that maybe twice a month because it's a lot of food, you know, and I don't like eating that much food. And like I said, you can freeze it. Mushrooms can go in first. Start it earlier because it's almost 8 o'clock and we're eating. That was my mistake. So what else? And you can cook the rice when you need it. And just put that in. Like you could even take the bag, put it in the top of the rice cooker and to thaw it out. Way too much broccoli. But my eyes get too big for my stomach. If I'd have made it earlier, I wouldn't have put so much, other food. I started stuffing, pot stuffing is what I want to call it. And, because that's a waste of food. You're not going to save the broccoli. Broccoli's good for you. Cauliflower's good with that. Mixed vegetables are good. The California blend is good with that. And it's already frozen. So you can take and just, heat up your sauce and chicken mix. Steam the rice and vegetables as needed. Because Because like I said, I would have put in half of that. But Zoe was hungry and it was late, and we got hungrier and hungrier as we got later and later, and you know how your mind gets. So there it is. I hope you enjoyed it. And again, I'm trying to get a thing going. This is the Pure D White Cloud channel. I'm your host, Pure D White Cloud. All right. Live by your wits. Live by your words. Don't. I messed it up again. Live by your wits, not by your worries. I think her cold's getting to me because I'm starting to feel mighty low. And that's it. That's all you get. All right. Bye.